What's up, guys? I'm Juan Gill. I'm a videographer here at the Daily Toreador.
I'm David Gay. I'm a staff reporter for the La Vida and sports sections of the Daily Toreador.
And today we're going to be talking about Tarantino's 8th addition to his overall filmography, The Hateful Eight. Now, leaving this theater, I was split along with critics and your usual Tarantino buff, but you left feeling pretty good about it.
I loved it, man.
Loved it?
Just the Western genre is a big. I'm a big fan of the Western genre, and just those kinds of movies, the really violent westerns, I just really enjoy. I think, along with Django, I think Tarantino's really finding his niche into the Western genre.
Yeah, it really does get bloody at the end. It gets really down and dirty, but it's awesome. But so how this is gonna go? I'm gonna give my pros, my cons, his cons, and then at the end we give our overall review of the film and then a score of 1 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
So to start off, my first pro is gonna be the dialogue, the writing, the script. So seamless. Tarantino has outdone himself again.
Mm-hmm.
He did 3 drafts of the script, and it really shows. I think, in my opinion, this is probably his best literature in his films. In my opinion, I don't know. How do you feel about that?
Oh, it's great. All his movies have this certain sense of dialogue,
Yeah.
this certain style of dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard to go against Reservoir Dogs for me. It's just
Okay.
That's one of my favorite, the best written movies of all time, in my opinion.
Nice.
But just his style of dialogue is what draws me into most of his movies, and it was here again.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And the way how he incorporates a social commentary, a racial commentary, a political commentary, it's awesome.
Yes.
What would you, your first pro be?
My pro was Daisy.
Daisy.
Just the character of Daisy was, it was dirty, like we said. It's sadistic. It's just a weird character, and Jennifer Jason Leigh just knocked this one out of the park, man. She
well deserved nomination for Golden Globe and Oscars too.
Well deserved. It was the best character in the movie, in my opinion. The one with the most story behind it, the most mystery behind it.
I would agree.
I thought it was portrayed beautifully.
Absolutely. My second pro would it would be Ennio Morricone's original score for The Hateful Eight. When I watched it in 70mm, the overture, I know you didn't, but if you did, and you were next to me, you would feel the overture, this mysterious aura that The Hateful Eight is going to ensue later throughout the film. You don't know what's happening, and the music always builds and builds until suddenly it just snaps, and it's awesome.
I went back and listened to the overture after you told me about it, and I could see how it meshed with the film and the film's film style, just the suspense, the mystery behind it. It was gorgeous.
It was like a preparation for what was to come in the film, and I thought it was awesome. That was definitely my second pro.
All right, my second pro would probably be the coffee scene, which is arguably the most violent scene of the film. Tarantino is known for his shocking violence that he uses in his movies, and this scene did not disappoint.
No.
The mystery of who put the poison in the coffee, the scene builded so well, and it climaxes at Kurt Russell drinking the coffee and him just
dying.
orphan of blood.
Yeah, it was definitely gruesome. It was awesome though, and I loved how gross it was. Like at one point, John Ruth gets on top of Daisy and it's throwing up blood on her.
Yeah,
I loved it. It's just because all of these actors are getting down and dirty in that scene, and it's awesome. Yep. I will say though, it's not a perfect film. There are some cons, and my first con is gonna have to be the big reveal as to who poisoned the coffee. And to me, there was a lot of build-up as to the backgrounds of these characters and along with the dialogue with these characters. But when it finally happened and you finally find out like the big reveal, it's kind of sudden because it's like a package deal as to who did it. And I thought it was gonna be like going down the row of who did it, like a whodunit murder, but it wasn't. It was kind of like it was a package deal, and that package deal being Bob the Mexican, Joe Gage, Oswaldo, and then Daisy.
Yeah, I think I like the idea of it. I thought the idea of them as a gang was really well put together. It was really well thought out. But I just wish they went more into why they were such a prestigious gang. Why
some more background.
I wish they showed a scene of them like doing their stuff as a gang,
like a flashback would have been
like
nice.
robbing a bank or like just being the gang.
Yeah.
And just I was missing that.
And there was one scene, the 4 hours earlier, before they all arrive at Minnie's haberdashery, but I feel like maybe just there wasn't enough still. You know, you got a sense of them being killers, but more about just their overall gang activities would have been awesome to see.
Yes, it would have.
What's your first con?
I actually agree with you on that. I thought the real reveal of the gang was my only con of the movie. I thought this was one of Tarantino's best, but the reveal of the gang left something to be desired. Mm-hmm. I just, even though some thought it was a very long movie, that could have been longer for me.
Bro.
Yeah.
And also, I know you didn't have a problem with this, but Channing Tatum ultimately could have been played by anyone, in my opinion. He was kind of an expendable character, and he kind of gets killed off rather quickly. I don't know. How do you feel about that?
I think his character would have been extended more if there was a flashback into the gang's history. But I really liked Channing Tatum's character. I liked him. Channing Tatum being in the movie. I've seen the generals like Step Up and 21 Jump Street, but I haven't really seen Channing Tatum get dirty into a role like he did in this film. Like him just being violent, just talking like the Tarantino dialogue. It really suits him, I think, and I think that he could be in another Tarantino movie. I think he could be one of the stars in his next movie.
That's interesting. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching our commentary on the Hateful Eight. Be sure to check out our next video where we'll be reviewing The Revenant. Mm-hmm. And thanks for tuning in.
Thank you very much, guys.